What's going on, guys? Hey, I wanted to come back to you one more time before the night's over with and bring you one more episode of JLP. And in this episode, Jesse is talking to a social justice warrior by the name of Michael Gallagher. And Michael definitely has some incorrect views, to put it mildly, on what it means to be a man and what women actually want. But anyways, guys, in no way am I making fun of Michael. I'm just trying to point out the fact that some of these views are very, very misguided. And you can definitely tell this man was brought up by a single mother who hated men. But anyways, guys, if you would, please like and subscribe. Thanks.
I have made a very large life change, and I do not identify as a feminist anymore. And that's because I have realized that feminism isn't about equality, because that's what I want, and that's what I was fighting for. And what I've seen now is feminism is about female superiority. They hate men, they hate me. They just use me as a tool, and I'm not going to have a part of it.
I don't blame you. And when I asked who are you, you gave me your name, but not who are you, who you are. Who are you? Do you know?
I'm not sure what you mean by that question.
You said that you're going to be yourself. You're going to be who you are. And I asked,
Yes.
Who are you? But you're right about the feminists. They do hate men, that's for sure. How did you come to recognize that they hate men?
Well, the breaking point was recently, a few months ago, my girlfriend of 6 years left me, and the man that she left me for was a toxic male. He was the type of male that I thought we were fighting against. But for some reason, she's gone with him and threw me to the side. And if they want to do that, that's fine, because I'm not going to participate in toxic masculinity and this type of game where you're just going to use me as bait or a designated driver to get you to your protests. And
Amazing. So you dated her for 3 years?
6 years.
6 years?
6 years.
Were you guys living together?
Yes, we were.
And how old are you, Michael?
I'm 32 years old.
Oh, you seem younger.
Thank you.
Why did you marry her?
Yeah, I don't think Jesse was meaning that you look younger as a compliment. I mean, guy, you're not very old to begin with, but that's not the issue. The issue is you come across as very immature, and it's like I don't mean that as a put down to you, but you come across as very immature and very weak and almost effeminate. You don't come across as a strong man. And it's like I hate to say this, but I understand why she left you. I'm not saying that it was I'm not saying that she should have or shouldn't have. I'm just saying that I understand. And again, I'm not being mean by saying this, but man, you got to be told the truth. You come across as very feminine and very weak and very immature. And women, especially if she's around your age, especially in the age group, are looking for somebody longer term. It's like they're not looking for the one night stand guy, and they're not looking for the friend guy. They're looking for somebody who will be there and who will be strong and decisive. It's like men at a certain age got to realize this and got to grow up within themselves. They got to get understand that, I've got to grow myself up. I've got to grow myself. I got to get out of mama's house. I've got to get away from that influence. I got to grow up. I got to be a man. And, that is what a woman looks for in that age group is somebody who will make decisions?
That's a good question. I guess she just didn't want to. I'm not the type to propose. I would need to be proposed to, so she never asked.
Why would you need? Men are not supposed to be proposed to, because men bring the woman into their world. He doesn't go into her world. Why would you need to be proposed to? You're not a woman.
Because proposals are toxic masculinity. That is a man putting a woman on a spot and saying, I need an answer right now. And I'm not that type of guy. I let women have the power, and I give them the power and responsibility, and I am just here to support them.
Beta. Well, that.
Man, this fella's so brainwashed. Oh man, I feel sorry for this guy, but he is so brainwashed. You know, he believes this stuff.
Jesse.
That's why your girlfriend left you, because you're a beta male. She wanted you to be a man. She wanted you to lead the way, not follow her.
But I did everything for that. Anything she asked for, I would do.
But you should never do that.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
You're supposed to lead and do the right thing, and she will follow. You're not supposed to give a woman or do everything that a woman asks you to do, because that's a weakness, and women hate weakness, hate weak men.
Well, I got a news flash for you. It's 2019, okay? It's not 1986 anymore.
And what does that mean in 2019? What does that mean?
It means that we've evolved. We're no longer stuck in the dredges of a patriarchy. We've woke up and we see what's going on, and we're not going to participate in it anymore.
So it means that you don't have values anymore?
Yeah, I have a lot of values, actually. Yes, I do.
But that's what they had in 18, whatever you said. It was the values. It's more values that led men and women. And so that should be the same today. Why has that changed?
Because it's not a woman's job. The values back then benefited men and men only, okay?
That's not true. That's not true. Women, when men were men and they had more.
Yeah, I mean, that's not true at all, fella. The fact of the matter is, man, this is the kind of mindset that is kind of ruining the way things are right now. I mean, you look at the world, and you know we're given 13-year-olds hormone blockers because they want to be with a different gender, and we're cutting the breast off of 16-year-old girls because she wants to be a boy, and people are saying they're non-binary, and they're 71 different kinds of different genders. And I mean, again, this is the mindset that it comes from. And it's like, man, just I hate the way it sounds, but just be a man. And you got to grow up and stop realizing that we don't have to kowtow, and we shouldn't, to the feminine. We should be men, be ourselves. And, and again, whatever kind of man that is, but understand that women are, and I hate to say this again, but women are looking for a man that can make a decision. They're looking for an adult. And if you're not an adult, if she understands or feels that she cannot rely on you in a crisis, then what good are you? What good are you to her and the child if she can't rely on you? If something happens and you throw your hands up and scream and freak out and whatever, she's not going to be able to rely on you, because I guarantee you that is probably what she is going to do. And I'm not saying all women do that. I'm not saying that. But if you got, a 30-year-old wife or whatever, I mean, yeah, they're probably going to, freak out a little bit over certain things, and you gotta remain, you gotta stay in your frame, and and that is what a lot of women like, because again, you said that she left you for a quote unquote toxic man. And, yeah, I mean, I'm sure the guy that she left you for is somebody that can make decisions. And you see him as a toxic man. I'm sure you see B as the toxic man. But again, man, I mean, it's about making choices, making decisions, being strong for the person, being strong for yourself, realizing that it is a choice. Being brave is a choice.
Would you want your ex-girlfriend, if you had gotten her, did you have sex with her without being married?
Yes.
If you had gotten her pregnant, would you have wanted her to kill your child?
Well, I did get her pregnant once,
and
she did abort the baby, but she was going through anxiety at the time, and I understood.
How many abortions did she have?
2.
For you? 2?
No, 1 with me.
And 1 with another man?
Yes.
Amazing. Did you know that before you got with her, that she had already had an abortion?
No, I found out while we were dating.
Oh. How did you feel when she killed your child?
I was a little sad, but it helped her, so I was not going to be selfish.
So you were not going to be selfish and look out for your own child?
I would look out for my own child.
But you let the woman kill your child.
Well, it's her body. I didn't allow her. It's her body.
No,
she didn't even need to ask me.
Did she ask you?
No.
She did it without asking you?
Well, no, I knew it was going to happen, but she didn't ask me. She told me.
She told you, I'm going to kill your child? How many months was she pregnant?
I believe it was 4.
Wow. And so she just said, Michael, I'm going to kill your child tomorrow morning. And you said, okay, go ahead. Have breakfast.
No, that's not how it went. She was having a hard time with her anxiety. She was being really stressed out. And we went for lunch one day with her parents, and she said, I don't want to do it. I'm going to terminate it. And what am I supposed to say?
You should have said, hell no, you ain't killing my...
Yeah, right there, man. I mean, again, I understand that's her body. I get that, totally get that. But she was afraid. I mean, it's like women look to men. I've been married for 20 years. Women look to men to be strong. If you said to her, yeah, honey, I want this child, and everything is going to be okay. We're going to get through this. What you need, you can kind of lean on me. I'm here for you. I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to be there for the child, and be strong, be a man. It's, and even if you're afraid, be a man, and don't dump all your fears on her, because that's going to make it worse for her. She's going to get more and more afraid, and want to abort the baby. So yeah, you got to be a man. You got to stand up and be a man.
My baby.
Well, we were in a restaurant and her parents were there, and I'm not going to cause a scene.
Why not?
Because it would be rude. Which is very patriarchal.
Which is most rude, is to say, I'm going to kill your child after lunch today, or hell no, you're not going to kill my child.
She didn't say that. She didn't say, I'm going to kill your child. She said, I'm going to abort your child. There's a big difference.
It's the same as killing.
No,
it's just a different word.
And one is medical.
No, but it doesn't matter what term it is, what wording it is. abortion is death. You're going to kill a child. That is what abortion is. And, again, you can see, again, I think that's what is so wrong with the whole side of the whole leftist type thinking is everything is more concerned about how things look. I'm a good guy. I don't argue. I don't complain. I don't, really the thing is, man, you don't stand up for yourself. You don't put your foot down. You don't speak your mind because you're worried about being seen as a toxic man. And, sometimes you got to realize that you're going to be seen in ways that you don't want to be seen. But you got to speak up and say what's on your mind. And if you don't, man, people are going to walk over you all your life. Women are going to walk over you. You're going to be the guy that come to and to cry about things and get money from and whatever. But you're not going to be the guy that she wants to be with. At the end of the day, man, she's going to be with some, toxic man. She's not going to be with you. And, and I don't mean that mean towards you. I'm sure you're a very nice guy, but that's what women want. They don't look at who she says she wants to be with. Look at who she actually gets with.
It's just a different word, that's all. So did your your girlfriend cheat on you?
Yes, she did.
So she has no values anyway then. She lived with you, she aborted a baby, aborted one before you got with her. Now she's with another man, and she has no value. Are you glad she's gone?
Yes, I am glad she's gone. I will never speak to her again.
Were you heartbroken?
Yeah, I was. For probably a week, I was depressed.
Really?
I'm over it now.
And why were you? But what?
But I was really depressed and sad when she took her things.
Amazing. Did you go sit by the dock of the bay?
No, I don't live by a bay.
Did you play sad songs when your heart was broken?
Yes, I love sad music.
Oh, it didn't last very long if you got over it in a week.
Well, a big part of the reason I got over it is because of support groups on social media. And they really, gathered behind me and helped me out through it.
Amazing. And are you dating someone now?
No, I'm not.
Have you dated since she left?
No.
How long ago was this?
A month and a half, 2 months.
Amazing. Were you raised by your father and mother?
No, just my mother.
Oh, where's your father?
I don't know. I don't want to meet him.
Man, right there. You can tell this poor guy, man. He's got his heart right there on the sleeve, man. He's still broken up about that lady, about the young lady, and man, I'm telling you, yeah, you're. This is going to happen to you over and over again until you kind of wise up and again. I'm glad, man. You kind of are waking up somewhat with feminism. And I'm glad you are, but yeah, it's like, yeah, we got to understand, man, that women don't look for what they say they look for. They end up getting somebody quite different than what they say. And again, man, you come across as a very kind of angry, kind of effeminate young man. And again, I'm sure you're a great guy, and I'm sure you'll rock her to sleep and all that kind of stuff. You're kind of the head on you're the friend that she can come to and put the head on the shoulder and cry about somebody. But she's going to come. Women are going to come to you, put their head on your shoulder, and then, they're going to go back and wind up messing around with some other guy. And I'm just, it's really sad when you kind of see this kind of stuff. So,
why not?
Well, because my mother says I don't want to, and I there's no reason to.
Because your mother said it. Why you believe your mother? Your mother is jealous of your father. She won't let you see him.
I don't think that's what it is. My mother is also against toxic masculinity, and she is also against the patriarchy. And my father was a very toxic male.
How you know that?
Because he would... I see videos and photos from when I was a baby, and one of the videos is him with a bunch of other men in the backyard, all drunk, drinking beers.
What's wrong with that?
Well, they're just acting like idiots. I can just tell through the video his personality. It's just not somebody I'd want to meet.
Are you just like your mother?
Yes, I am.
So you're just like a woman?
No, I'm not like a woman.
But you say you like your mother. Is your mother a woman?
Yeah, she's a woman, but I have the same personality. It's not...
You have the same personality as your mother?
Yes, we're very alike.
How did you become like her?
I guess just spending a lot of time with her.
Are you happy being like your mother, or would you rather be like a man, your father?
I like being like my mother, but sometimes I want to do man stuff.
Yeah. Do you feel like a woman?
No, I don't.
But you're angry like your mother. You have the same personality?
I'm not angry, but I do have the same personality.
Well, all the reason you have the same personality that you're angry. Your mother made you angry. And when you became angry, you became like her. You become like whomever you're angry at, you take on their personality. And so the way to overcome that, you have to forgive your mother. She's wrong. And you have to forgive your father because he hasn't done anything to you. You need to return to your father. Then you'll be like a man again. But you have to stand up to your mother. She's lied to you.
I don't think...
Guys, I'm going to cut the video right here so it's not too long. But one thing, man, I really wanted to say, and I really wanted to get across this. Again, this young man, he comes across as a very angry, feminine. Seems like his personality is definitely more female. And again, man, it's like I understand that it's like you see things, you see a video of guys hanging out in the backyard drinking beer, and you what you're looking at that through the lens of this modern feminist movement, and you're going to see them as bad, as wrong, and the fact of the matter is they're just a bunch of guys hanging out and talking. They're hanging out, talking, drinking beer in the backyard. It's like, man, stop judging your father for whatever your mother says is wrong with him. Because that's what the problem is. You're judging your father, and you're angry. You're angry at mama for pushing this idea onto you, for making you her little husband. And then you grow up, and then you stay like this, and you're looking towards your girlfriend as a mother figure in a lot of ways, and you're dealing with your issues as a grown man now with your girlfriend, with your wife, and she's not looking for that with you. She was looking for a man. She wants an adult. She wants a grown man, not a boy. And so in your case, you kind of come across as a kind of a nasty, angry girl. And I don't mean that in the sense to put you down or make fun of you, but that's kind of the way you come across. And, but again, guys, I'm going to cut the video here, but I wish this guy the best of luck. I really do. But hey, guys, if you would, please like and subscribe to my channel.